lead by Bowser, Ganondorf, Ness, the Dry Bones, Firebro, and then on the other side we've got the Wario Muscles, Wario, Red Pianta, Kirby, the Maverick, Brown Critter, the list goes on and on. This is going to be a fun matchup. We're at Bowser Stadium. Let's get this thing started. I don't know about you guys, but I am pumped to be here in the championship game. And it's the 1 and 2 seed who are facing each other off at the end. Kind of fitting, a little disappointing maybe for some of our other teams, but this is the end we were looking for. Toadsworth is on the mound to start things off, and Ness is up to bat, leading off this Monsters team. It is just me on the mic today. It just didn't really make sense for Ben or Liam to commentate, considering they're the ones playing this impactful and emotional game, and we don't really have any other commentators around right now. Looking to next year, we'll probably see if a few more people want to join on the mic, but for now you got just me, which will work fine, as it gives me more time to say things. Blue Dry Bones charges and takes the ball. 1-1 count. Toadsworth with a looping curveball. That's a good slap. Gets down. The Maverick can't get it to it in time. We have a man on first with 1 out. Bennett's being a little bit slow. If you're doing other things at the same time, you may want to close out of him. We've got regular Dry Bones on the... Takes strike 1. Bowser's on deck, so things could get dangerous very quickly if he gets down. And he does. That's going to be another single, and on first and second. And now the MVP. Offensive player of the year. Captain of the year, I think. I don't know if that was actually an award, but it would definitely be going to him. He's been incredible. And that is going to be gone. Did they get to it? They don't. They do not get to it in time. I'm sort of surprised by that. It looked like they had that angle, but they did not get to it in time, and it's a 3-run bomb. Bowser putting his statement on this game already. 3-0 lead. Can the Muscles get out of this, and how long will Toadsworth go after giving up such a bomb? He's going to come out immediately. Not too surprising there. His stamina is one of the worst in the game. Wario is now pitching. Firebro, he charges. Takes strike 1. Firebro, your comeback player of the year. He started off the season rough, but he has been on a tear since the All-Star game. That's gonna get off Wiggler. He bobbles it. Man, that was an opportunity for a great catch, and it's fair because of that. I didn't even think of the implications, and that's a double for Firebro. Really unfortunate defensive error for the Muscles. Their defense has been good, but realistically, stat-wise, it's probably one of the worst if you look at the players and the talent they have out there. Dark Bones, that's caught. Good play from Zelda. Keeps Firebro at second. Dark Bones kind of struggling in that 5 spot for some reason, even though it makes more sense for chemistry. Now Ganondorf is up to the plate. He has a chance to drive Firebro in, and he's been on a tear recently. That gets past Pac-Man. Men on the corners, and Greg is up to the plate. He has a chance to open this thing up. If they can go up by 4 or more runs, that would be pretty huge. But Wario's looking to shut them down. That's 1 strike and 1 ball. 2 balls. The star pitch now from Wario. It's a good one, and he misses. Greg tried to start swing, but missed. That's a strike. He is technique class, and that won't get past Brown Critter. Easy out. Changing sides. We have a 3-0 lead for the Monsters. That's a commanding lead, but not a very confident one when you're up against the number 2 offense in the league, I believe. The Magenta Maverick will lead us off. That gets down, a good slap single. Kirby now charges but misses. Takes strike 1. That's a good slap as well, and this time Kirby will get on first base. 1 out, 1 man on first. RP, Red Pianta. He's had a resurgence as of late, but he's not really been He's been up and down. He's won them some big games, and he's also sold some big games, and that is going to be a double play. Not a great look for Red Pianta there. Sorry if I'm a little quiet on the mic. My audio was being a little buggy there for a second. Sonic hits one deep into the outfield, but it's going to be caught. The bomb won't come into play as it's kind of a useless item in general. Ness now up to the plate. The lineup has come and gone, and it's gonna keep going the way it has. Another single. Now Blue Dry Bones up to the plate. He takes ball one. That one's deep though. BDB hitting it far, and because of the fire from Bowser, they're not going to get to it. That's a 2-run bomb for BDB. He has been, in a sense, in my opinion, he is the Craggle for this team. He is the glue that holds it all together. He has been there from day one, consistent, a great outfielder, a great batter, and he does it again. 5-0 lead now. Regular Dry Bones, he charges but takes strike one. Dry Bones kind of been the most average batter in the league. A few homers, a lot of doubles, some singles, good OPS. He does it all. That's fair though. And another man on for Bowser. What a moment for him this is. Playing with a chance to take a 2-0 lead in the series if they can continue to pile it on. And that's foul though. 2 strikes now. Wario has a chance to do something. He doesn't start pitch, surprisingly. And that gets down. A good slap single from Bowser. Ooh, Zelda gets hit by the turtle shell. Drybones thinks about going for home. Wisely stays. But the speed stat is low as his. You know, even if it's average, he would not be making it. Firebro now. He can do some damage as well. And this has been the 1-2 punch for the Monsters all season. Bowser, even if he doesn't go for the homer, that leaves Firebro with a shot to do the same. And he does, but it's going to be foul. Slaps that one down, and that's a run. Dorf up to the plate. Swings at that. It's deep, but it's going to be caught. Bomb doesn't do anything. The fire doesn't get there in time. Zelda, though, they weren't able to get a buddy throw because the Magenta Maverick got hit, so Bowser was able to get home. Greg now takes the strike. Drops that one down. It's going to be an out to end the side. 7-0 lead, though, for the Monsters. And the Muscles need to get things going soon. If you want anybody to start a rally, though, it's Ron Critter. Mr. Clutch, the Clutch player of the year. He is super consistent, and he drives one into the gap here. Will be a double for him. Leading off the inning, and now Wario has a chance to drive him in and keep the rally going. Takes strike one. Swing at that, and it's deep. It might be gone. Sonic, will it get there in time? No, it's gone. What a hit from Wario. The captains duking it out against each other. What a hit. Perfect angle, perfect distance. Just enough to get out of this stadium. It takes everything to hit a homer in Bowser Stadium, and he did it right there. Now Pac-Man up to the plate, 0 outs. This could be their rally. Ganondorf is still on the mound. He usually goes pretty far, but if Pac-Man goes deep, it looks like he won't. That's That's going to be too short. Will the turtle shove come and play? No. Too late. And that's an out. Wiggler is now up to bat. He has been one of the best batters in the league from game one till the end of the season. You can always count on Wiggler. He has been a cornerstone for this Muscles lineup, and he gets it done once again. Now Toesworth, the start pitch, takes strike one. Strike two now, and this is a dangerous position for good old Toad. And he cannot get it past the infield. His low batting strength, not able to do it there. Zelda, she's been average as far as batting goes. Can she do something big here? Starting a rally, no. And that is going to be the third out. The power is on time. 7-2. The momentum is still on the Monsters' side. A big blast for Wario, but the rest of the lineup couldn't get anything done. Now can Sonic get on base for the Monsters? Wario's still on the mound, but he's getting tired. That's an out. And will Wario come out? Or no, he stays in. Good slap there from Ness. That's going to be a good hit for BDB. He's having a game. A double into the gap, and now men on second and third for regular dry bones. Wario pitches it over their head. That's a single. Does it score two? No. BDB stays at third. That's the second time he's had to make that decision now. Bowser's up to the plate, and Wario's coming out. This is not a good look. Kirby has to come in. That ruins the outfield. Oh, no. Kirby's pitching stats are average at best. This could be dangerous. The pitch. Bowser takes the first strike, feeling his opponent's out. Wise move. But he charges at this one, and it's in the same spot. It will get over the Magenta Maverick's head. The boo might come in clutch there. One run scores, and it's 9-2. Men on the corners once again. For Fire Bro, who's also having a big game. What can he do here? Charges. That's deep. That's way too deep. That's going to be gone. Will they get to it? They can't because they have no chemistry. A 3-run homer. Incredible from Fire Bro. He is having himself a game. His whole team is, but him especially. And that was a statement homer if I've ever seen one. Up by 9 now. Dark Bones, that's driven into the gap. And that's going to get down. Probably going to be for 2. It will be. Ganondorf, what can he do with 1 man on second base? He swings. That gets down. Whoa, no. Wario makes a great catch. I'm shocked that he could reach for that. He proved me wrong. That large body mass is able to get it down there in time. Kirby with the star pitch. Strike one. 12-2. Already a 10-run lead for the Monsters. This may be a blowout game and perhaps a beating for the Monsters on the series as a whole. If they can take a 2-0 lead, I don't know if the Muscles can come back from that. Magenta Maverick needs to get on base. They need a real rally to start. They have scored the kind of runs to do it before, but it needs to be, it's time. They need to start doing it now, because I don't know if their defense can hold the Monsters to only 12 runs on the game. Kirby takes a strike. The Maverick did get on, so this could be a big opportunity here. That won't get past Dry Bones. What a double play from Dry Bones. I am honestly shocked that he was able to not only get to that, but then have the awareness and presence of mind to turn to Red Peon to pull that one way foul. But this time, he goes opposite field, and it's got the distance, but they get the catch. And that ends the inning. Terrible look for the Muscles that they had to go down like that. Just when it looked like they might have something going, nothing comes of it. And the Monsters up by 10 going into the fourth inning. This is not exactly a good look for the Muscles. And Pac-Man makes a good catch there on Sonic, though. That's what they need. If their defense can step up here, hold the Monsters for an inning or two, give their offense a chance to make this comeback. Ness up to the plate. He's been a phenomenal batter with the Monsters, but he's really only an average as far as his actual abilities go. He shouldn't be that great. And he gets down from a lucky banana peel throw. Good move there by a BDB, who has been, in my opinion, the MVP of this game. Every single time something big happens, it's BDB who's starting it. Can he do it again? He's going to bunt this time. Kind of an odd move considering how good his game has been. 2 strikes now, and he's going to have to swing at it. The charge, and BDB gets another single. Into the gap once again. It gets past the Maverick. Oh my, the Maverick having difficulties in the outfield. All playoffs, really. Men on the corners again for regular dry bones once again, and he nukes it foul. That was a tank, but not going to be a homer. And instead he slaps, and Pac-Man makes an incredible double play to end the inning. What a move from Pac-Man. He is the reason they're still in this game, holding the team to 0 runs that inning. He had 2 great plays. Let's see now if their offense can do anything. Brown Critter swings. It's gonna be caught. No, it's not. Sonic bobbles it. An incredible bobble as well. Now Ness gets hit by the fire. It's gonna be a double for Brown Critter. Wow. Just when you thought all hope was lost, something like that happens. Could that be the spark to fire this Muscles? No, it is not. The momentum swings completely back to the Monster side with a great double play from Fire Bro. Can Pac-Man try to reclaim any of it? He gets down a single. Maybe they can still score a few runs this inning. Wiggler. We talked about him, the Mr. Wig, the leader of the Whig Party in Congress, and he does it once again, throwing down the law when it matters most. Toadsworth. I think Toadsworth also has some experience in Congress, by the way. I'm not sure about that. I can't remember which party he was in, but I'm pretty sure he has experience in Congress, but that experience doesn't pay off here. His weak bat only able to get it into the glove of the infielders and the Monsters and that inning off. Now Bowser up to the plate as the leadoff. Not his favorite position. He likes to have people on base, but he might as well drive one straight into center field. I'm going to be honest, the Maverick is not having a good day today. That one could have probably been caught by a faster or better outfielder, and I feel like she stepped back for some reason. Normally, she would have been positioned to catch that. Does Firebro go deep? I kind of doubt it, but he does! What a deep fly from Firebro. I don't know how long that one was in the air. I really didn't think it was going to make it, but it did, and the no chemistry in the outfield comes back to bite him once again. Firebro has 3 homers, I believe. An insane game for him. And the Wiggler coming in to pitch. He's actually kind of been a good pitcher for this team. And that's strike 1. That's going to get down, though. Dark Bones finally doing something. Still 0 outs. That's the bad thing. Ganondorf, he has been up and down in his batting performance. And takes a strike there. Amazing start pitch from Wiggler. Yeah, Wiggler has a good fastball and some interesting movement, but that's going to get down. Good swing from Ganondorf. That is your me of the year, by the way. What a guy. Greg guy. Now with a chance to move everybody over once more. Probably the one... Oh, what a catch from Pac-Man. And I was going to say, Greg is the one person that came out of that Monsters Spitballs trade who hasn't played better since then. He's been kind of lackluster for the Monsters, and he does not much once again. Now Sonic going to star hit, and that won't get down. What a play for the Maverick. Maybe redeeming himself, or is it a he or a she? I'm not really sure. I think it's a he. The Magenta Maverick redeeming himself in big fashion. Now Zelda is up to the plate, and then the Maverick right after that. This could be rally time. If Zelda can get down, and she will. What a swing into the corner. In different stadiums, that's a home run, but instead it's just a single, but that's not bad either. Keep the rally moving, but instead Greg Guy with a great double play. 2 outs, and that has been the medicine the Monsters keep prescribing. Double plays. This Muscles team cannot keep a rally going. They keep hitting into these double plays in bad moments, and that is another one. Kirby now, an out. Dry Bones makes the play, and we're now in the 6th inning. It is still 14-2 within striking range, but it just feels like it would take a monumental moment for the Muscles to come back in this one, especially since the Monsters can break loose at any moment. Ness gets another hit down. He's having a phenomenal game. BDB, I think he's got a perfect 1,000 batting average so far, and he doesn't get past Brown Critter, who makes a great play. That could be what the Muscles need. We've said it inning after inning, every time they make a play. Oh, maybe this is the moment, but that really could be the one. They stopped BDB. Unfortunately, regular Dry Bones got down, though, and now Bowser still has a chance to do some damage. It would only be 2 runs this time if he goes for power. Takes strike 1, but he did charge. That's deep. That's gone. And it is a Bowser 2-run shot to put them up by 14. 16-2 is the score now. It's within striking range when you're the Muscles. But the question is, would coming back from this deficit even do anything when the Monsters probably come right back the next inning and score 10 runs once again? Firebro takes strike 1. They need to get out of this inning now. They had 2 outs. Bowser did his thing. You got to make that catch, Maverick, and he did. That changes the sides. And this, to me, feels like the moment when they need to try to make this rally happen. Because I don't know if you really want to try a 7th inning rally. This feels like the lineup you want. It's Red Pianta to lead you off, and then Brian Critter and Wario. They just need to all get on base. Red Pianta does his part. That is a single up the middle. 1 man on first. And Brown Critter, the captain of clutch, the king of clutch, Mr. Consistent. He goes deep, though, and that's not going to work out for him. That's going to be caught unless something happens. No. And that is an unfortunate result from kind of a bad decision there by Brown Critter. Should not be charging in this situation. Wario, he charges, and he gets over Greg's head. That's going to be a good double while single in the gap. Red Pianta gets to third. Pac-Man standing tall. He also charges, takes strike 1. Needs to get a hit. Cannot be an out and cannot be a double play. They need some runs this inning at least. Ganondorf still on the mound, and that's a double play. No, it's not because of the turtle shell, but it is! What a play by Dark Bones! I am in awe. This is what a championship team is made of. The coordination, the chemistry, the absolute domination on defense. What a showing so far. And I think this one might be over. That felt like the nail in the coffin and not score any runs there. Brown Critter makes a good catch, but it feels like way too little, way too late at this point. Ganondorf. 0 outs, nobody on base. He charges and will get caught by Wario, who actually seems to be a half-decent outfielder if he just had chemistry and wasn't abysmally slow. Greg Guy, he goes deep, but not deep enough in this stadium, and that's an easy out. Changing sides, the Muscles have one final chance. This is the bottom of the 7th inning. They're down by 14. They have Wiggler to start them off. The big wig, the man, the myth, the legend. He has been. If Brown Critter is Mr. Consistent, he is super Mr. Consistent because he never lets them down, but he does right here. Firebro making another great play at shortstop. He has been something to be reckoned with. Now can Toadsworth finally get on base? He has been really holding this lineup back. A lot of double plays from him today. That one's going to get past the infield, but it's an out from Ness, and this one is pretty much over. They have one out left, and Zelda is up to the plate, and that's it. Great play from Greg. Ends the game, and the Monsters are 2-0 in this championship finale series. 16-2. What a throwdown. I am at a loss for words. The Muscles, I am disappointed in them. They did not fight. Their offense was lackluster, and the bottom of the lineup could not stay consistent. That has been the Muscles' memo. Their road to success has been through keeping all the batters consistent and everyone getting hits. Today they had way too much double plays, and the Monsters made them pay. Bowser somehow gets MVP, even though I feel like both BDB and Firebro are more deserving in my personal opinion. But he did have, I think, 2, maybe 3 homers. I can't remember for certain. A phenomenal game from the team overall. Greg not doing much, neither is Sonic or Ganondorf, but they don't need those guys when you have Ness, BDB, Bowser, and Firebro within your top 5. That is the foursome that is wrecking this league. On the other side, absolutely nothing happening. Wario had a good game, but no one else really did, and Toadsworth and Zelda really dragged the team down. We will see what happens in Game 3. This could be a 3-game sweep in the championship. Who would have thought that we would come to this? The Muscles not showing what they are made of very well. This is kind of embarrassing so far. Maybe they can turn it around. They are very good at doing that. So until then, everybody, God bless, and we will see you in the next game.